are Confessional Magazine, and this is More to the Story, brought to you today by Iris and Bo, whose toner helps keep my laugh lines in check, because you never know what our guests are going to say. Visit irisandbo.com today and use code Confessional for 20% off.
So much love in this heart of mine.
Hey everybody, welcome to Confessional Magazine. I'm Taylor and I'm here today with the band Dummy. Thank you guys so much for being here. And they are out of New Jersey, I believe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're gonna go around and they're just gonna introduce themselves and we're just gonna get into, a little bit about the band, where they came from, where they're going, and talk about their song Suddenly that's out in the video and everything. So here we go.
Carly, you want to start?
Yeah,
Sure.
Carly, you start.
My name is Carly and I play rhythm guitar for Dummy.
I'm Jeff. I play guitar in Dummy.
I'm Ben. I play bass and sing.
I'm Chris. I play drums.
I'm Matt. I play the keys.
And we're brothers. We're brothers.
That's awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. This will be fun to get to know you guys as a band. What's the dog's name?
Bosco.
Bosco. I love it. Okay, so where did you guys get your start as a group? Did you guys grow up together? I mean, I know the brothers did, obviously, but how'd you all meet?
Well, I met Jeff's cousin growing up, and just growing up in the same town, we kind of just became mutual friends. And during that time, I was really into the heavy metal scene, and that's where I met Chris and Matt from just playing shows. And Chris and I were in a band for a couple of years, and then Carly and I met in high school. So it's all just kind of came together with this project. We really wanted to get started, so it was great to just have like a really nice small circle of people that we all kind of knew, and it creates a awesome circle.
Like an awesome product. I mean, everyone has their own, like, even though we're all like kind of know each other, we all have our own sort of circles and different friend groups and everything, and our influences are all different. So when we all come together, we all bring something that like maybe like Ben wouldn't have thought of, or Chris and Matt wouldn't have thought of, something like that,
Yes.
I mean, that is so great. So where do you guys typically, where would you be performing around?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, we haven't even played.
We haven't performed yet live.
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole project started like when the pandemic happened.
Pretty much.
Like that's when we all really got into kickstart mode. And really started.
Nice.
Yeah.
So where in Jersey are you guys out of?
We live in Flemington, New
We're in
Jersey.
Flemington.
They're more Hillsborough. It's more like central New Jersey.
Yeah.
Farmland.
Yes, very rural. Yeah.
Yeah, me, Jeff, and Carly are from Hillsborough.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, nice. My sister used to play soccer in Hillsborough. I'm from Edison, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys put together this group and you've just been working kind of behind the scenes throughout the pandemic. But I have to say, you guys look like you have this just professionally just done product, just ready to roll. Even you're like down to your merch. So who does like all of your artwork?
Collective, yeah. We've just been everyone throws ideas together, and then we'll draw it up in Photoshop and stuff, and yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I love it. I love the whole vibe. And so your song Suddenly, who writes your music? Do you guys all come together and do it together, or is there like one person that kind of like leads the way?
I'd say Ben does for the most part.
Ben's primary.
Yeah.
But we all have our input,
Yeah. So Ben, when you're writing, do you typically you'll put the lyrics together first, or are you more of like the music comes in first and then you put the lyrics to that?
It's usually it's kind of funny. I'm not sure if a lot of people do this, but after I like write down or just lay down some music first that I like, I'll kind of just like sit and just like mumble things to myself and just kind of work around pitches and like rhythms of the lyrics and stuff like that. But I wrote Suddenly was last summer or like last summer and a half. I
Yeah.
don't remember, but yeah, my brother went out to college, and so I kind of like makeshifted his room into like a little personal studio type thing. So, so yeah, it was really awesome. At the time, I was working at a job, so when I had to be at work at a certain time, I would try and get as much done as I could before, because I hate leaving off on an idea when I have to do something.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was a really fun song for me. It was, the lyrics were like really personal, and it was nice. I was able to kind of create this song in my brother's bedroom, and it was cool. It was fun. Then I got to bring it to everyone else, and we got it nice and recorded with our buddy Mike Morello. So he did an awesome job with that. So yeah, we were
Nice.
really excited. Yeah.
So what do you guys do like what are your day jobs?
I'm a bartender at the moment, and just kind of, I used to do web design and a little bit of marketing and stuff like that, but COVID kind of messed with that a bit. So back in the restaurant game for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully not for long.
I'm in the produce business, so I go. I buy my produce in the Bronx, and me and my boss, we just like redistribute it to restaurants in New Jersey. So it's an overnight job. I actually got to hit the sack after this interview. I got work tonight. It's an overnight job too, so the schedule's kind of rough.
Chaotic.
It's all right.
What about you, Carly? What do you do?
I work at a cafe. We serve food and like coffee, drinks, smoothies, stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's super fun. I mean, I know I missed somebody over there. Who did I miss?
Me, I print T-shirts and stuff, so that's like why we have our merch. Like,
Yeah,
how we have
he
it
takes
for-
care of all the merch and stuff. So
The merch is so cool. I want to get like one of your like t-shirts just to like
We'll send
wear it around. So how did you guys come up with the name Dummy? It's just so like, I love it because you're going to remember it, right? But where did this come from?
We had like a couple demos, like kind of like riffs and stuff that Ben had like up on his SoundCloud, and like he like literally named them like Dummy 1, Dummy 10, Dummy like whatever, it just was like sort of like a placeholder for the name. And one of the songs that like really stuck out to me at first that we like originally started practicing as a group, it was called Dummy, and I was like, it's like just like such a perfect name for like just like sort of the idea and sort of what the songs are, like the songs are kind of like going through things, and like sort of like it's obviously about past experiences. Like a lot of our inspiration comes from that, and like just writing about that. So it's sort of like almost like being able to talk to your younger self.
Like, oh, you dummy.
Yeah,
like young and dumb.
Exactly.
I love it because that makes it so much more relatable, because I mean, we've all been young and dumb. I mean, some of us still are, right?
Yeah, I think everyone can remember like a thing that they said that was just like dumb at one point, and they like still like sit up at night and they're like, why would I ever say that?
I have a list. So where do you guys like your dream venue?
dream venue.
And it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be in Jersey. It can be anywhere.
That's a big one.
I never thought about it.
I would love to. I don't know any venues in Germany, but just like I don't know, cool underground shows.
You said in Germany?
Yeah, or just like weird.
So I went to Germany for my honeymoon. I went to go see Metallica and Incubus play at the Olympic Stadium in Munich. So that was amazing. I put that on your list.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's on there, yeah. We're just excited to play in general. Like, like we're like,
Yeah,
I know they said like we're like sort of like a COVID project, but like we really were together before that, and we were like practice a ton, and we were like sort of had like a rough set that maybe we could like get away with like 20 minutes, and like especially since we're from like the metal and hardcore scenes, like the best bands would be the new bands that showed up with like 20 minutes and you never heard the songs before. You just like rocked out and killed it. But like, and that's sort of what we were ready for. And then like I think right when that was about to happen, everything got shut down. So we sort of like took a step back and kind of reevaluated everything we had, and took the time and like really like focused in the studio and on everything else.
I mean, that's really good because I mean, an idea always stays an idea unless you put it into motion. So like, instead of just, you know, throwing in your cards right away, you're like, well, things are shutting down, but let's just do this behind the scenes. And now things are starting to open back up. Fingers crossed it stays that way. But, you know, because everybody, we need live music. We need like, everyone needs it. The musicians need it. They need it for their income. They need it just for their joy. They need it just to fill that part of themselves. But the consumer needs it too. We miss it. So we miss live music. So I really hope things open up and you guys will get out there and, you know, we'll get your names out to some venues and hopefully, you know, things, I mean, really are looking up. Every band that I've talked to has said November. Everybody keeps saying November. So like,
sounds about right. Hopefully.
Other artists too, because people in theater, all that stuff. It's finally, you know, have a little hope.
Yeah, the hope's finally opening back up. So, do you have any? Are you working on any new projects right now behind the scenes?
We just this past weekend we did a music video, another one for our next single, and other than that, we probably have 6 or 7 other songs pretty much good to go.
Nice.
We're always constantly writing new music. Ben was over yesterday. We knocked out a couple more ideas. But yeah, we try to stay busy.
Yeah. I mean, you just get out there running and just throw your music everywhere. Throw it to, so, you know, the more people hear it, it just takes the one right person to hear you guys. And then it's just like this, you know, domino effect that's going to happen. I mean, I see all this little thing, and there's something really cool about New Jersey bands. I don't know what it is, but like I'm living in Ohio now, and maybe it's just because I'm homesick, but like there's something like so badass about like the little state of New Jersey. We really put out some phenomenal musicians and people that don't give up. And that's what you guys are like, you know, getting this behind the scenes stuff ready to go and just, you know, hit the ground running when things are opening back up. So I totally appreciate you guys hopping on here and joining me. How can people find your merch? How can they find your music videos as they're coming out? How can they, you know, just reach out to you guys?
Just like DM us on Instagram or Facebook, or even like you could email us at dummytheband@gmail.com. Like,
we have a link tree on our Instagram that leads to all of our links, website, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, all of our social media stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's Instagram.com/dummytunes. So
Dummy Tunes. All right. So thank you guys. I so appreciate you guys joining me for this quick little talk. And next time I'm in Jersey and everything's open, I'm going to come see you guys live. And I can't wait for that day to happen. Because it's going to.
Yeah.
All right. So
thank you for having us.
No, of course. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
So much love in this heart of mine.